Okay, back in the village. So it is Easter weekend, April 22, and I'm here for a week. I've had to come and renew my residency, which has cost a lot of money, not for the residency, because of bloody Brexit, and the fact I've had to come and do it because of the changes made due to Brexit. Now, thankfully, I bought the property and got my residency before Brexit. Anybody that bought their property before Brexit and didn't get their residency has got a whole lot more paperwork and expense to go through now. So fortunately yesterday I went and got the job done in half an hour with my wonderful interpreter, and I pick up my new residency card on Tuesday, which will be for excuse me, for 5 years. So I'm not going to get a lot done while I'm here. The weather's not looking brilliant after today, but I'm going to have a walk around, see where we're at. You've seen most of this before, but I'm going to do before and after. Loads of measuring up, lots of working out. I've got my floor plan pretty much designed for the house and I'm happy with it. So really it's just a case of plodding away. I've got another 2 years without a doubt in England, finishing my studies. So yeah, let's have a talk and walk around. Right, so the barn, obviously. The next big stage on that part will be getting my lovely friend and neighbour to complete this bit of the roof and both sides, felting it. So they're going to strip it off, felt it, change any timbers that need changing, and that goes to, can you see that where the gutter ends? So where that gutter ends, that's all been done. So we've got metal gutter, reclaimed tiles on this low part, barge boards, the spouts. Can you see the spouts? Can't wait to see these. That's going to be my big exciting moment tomorrow when it's pouring down, is to come and video these. Water harvesting is going to be a key feature. So we've got that done. I need to put soffits on there at some point. That's a job that will get done. The windows are going to be replaced where needed, but I really want to keep the originals if I can. So that's the decision I've got to make. And we've got some remedial work on the concrete surrounds. Nothing major. Okay, so all good. Okay, so obviously I've not been here, so the electric's off at the moment. I think I'll owe them about £1.50. Stick a meter reading, eh? I can't see. Anyway, oh, there we go. Yeah, I think it's probably about £1.50. So we've got some remedials to do. This wall, I've discussed, I'm sure, before, is all going to come out eventually. Yeah, so that's going to be my entrance to my parking. Okay, so just bear with me. I'm going in. I'm leaving all this like this at the moment. It's just security. It makes it a pain in the ass if anyone does want to break in. So we'll do the outside first. Oh God. Right, so yeah, the trees are starting to blossom, which is lovely to see. Hopefully before I go they'll be in full blossom. Happens very quickly. Right, between this adjacent property and mine, we've got 15 metres and approximately 12 metres from my perimeter wall to this raised bed that you can see behind the trees. So I've got to get my septic tank into here and my leaching points if I can. So that's a decision I've got to make and some research I've got to do and questions for my lovely neighbour. Let's let go. So let's just have a quick wander around the perimeter. I'm going to try and have some bonfires and get it tidied up a little bit. You know, there's just piles of rubbish here, there and everywhere. We've got some branches down just get it tidied up a bit. I think Ivan, my neighbour's got his goats coming in, which is absolutely fine because he's keeping it all nibbled down. I mean, I don't remember, if you remember in a previous video, the first time I filmed this, it was like a jungle, so I trimmed it all. So we'll just have a walk around the perimeter again. Yeah, so it's just a tidy up, but I'm not going to bother with it this time. Just let Ivan and his goats do what they're doing. Now, it's April. I haven't been here before at this time of year. We've got this slope coming down. That's the adjacent property, which is derelict, and that building's on the verge of collapse. So that's going to play in my favour as it happens. So this is roughly 1/4 of an acre of land with the property. There's been a lot of rain lately. We've got a bit of a bog here. So what I am going to be interested in tomorrow and the day after, when we do a lot of rain, is see what sort of runoff we've got. Now, it's not going to be a problem, obviously. It all falls away to the bank here, so that's all going to go down. The bank's good and solid because we've got lots of trees growing in it, so the roots are all holding it together. Got some lovely type buttercups, very pretty, they're all lovely. Some of the trees need a good bit of doctoring, really. There's a lot of dead branches on some of them. They just want shaping up, and where they can be left, they're going to be left. Yeah, and I've discussed before, this is going to be partly wild here and partly veg patches. Now this tree here, again, it's had a bit of a battering, but apparently it's a tea tree. Now that's what they call it. So it's got lots of buds on it. It's looking absolutely naked, really, but when you get close, lots of lovely buds. There, look. So again, I don't think they will, but we'll see what's happened by the time we go. So coming down, another bonfire here. I might do that this afternoon, actually. I think it might be an idea, because it's wet enough I can have a bit of a controlled burn. Don't see an issue. Right, so let's just have a look at this. That's the original little outside toilet. Again, it's going to come down, so I don't think this trip. Gable end of the barn, that needs sorting out. Need to clear all that out, and that needs rendering at some point. So I'll get Zlatko on with that. I chopped this back last time round. Can you see? Sorry, I got a bit close. But it does need quite a bit of thrashing back, to be honest. But I'm loath to do it while it's got growth on it and flowers. There's no need to do it at the moment, really, so let the bees and the butterflies have the pollen and the flowers, and it's not doing me any harm at all. Right, let's go and have a little wander in the house and see what's happening there. I'm sorry if it's a bit repetitive, all this, but these videos are, I've got to say, intended for my own record, and if anybody's enjoying them, that's fine. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, I think a little bonfire or two here and there would be good. Wonder if somebody's got a brazier I can nick. Right, so I want to get this lot cleaned up if I can. Yeah, okay. Right, my roof's good. We've seen all that before. That's not an issue. We've got some tiles up on that flat roof to get rid of. Let's have a look inside. Try not to stab myself in the foot. There we go. Right, so all this rubble here, and all the rubble I find about, which I would have done last time apart from my ruddy back, is coming into here to fill up these floors. So we've got, going in here, we have concrete floors. This dividing wall's coming out to make one big living kitchen room. Turn round. That window is stopping in. Sorry, the window's probably coming out. The wall's stopping in. And what I'm proposing, and I don't see as an issue, is an extension. Sorry, just bear with me. Is an extension on the back. So that wall's going to disappear in this room. It's that window, sorry, in the wall there. Okay. And then we're going to extend out here. So just again, bear with me. So this is the corner of the house. Okay, so barn, house. Okay. So I'm going to, all being well, put an extension on here that comes from this corner across and in line with the existing porch there, all in oak with double glazed windows, obviously, and slate roof. That's going to give me a really nice big living space, kitchen space. I'll move on to the barn in a bit. So all that rubble is going in here first, because what I'm going to have is concrete floors with either engineered oak flooring with underfloor electric heating mats. The cellar's down there. We've been down there before. We don't need to go. The cellar is going to be a larder and just general storage area. The bedroom, so yeah, we've got one bedroom obviously with the floorboards, the hall which is under all this wood. So bedroom with wooden floor, gonna have to change those joists, some of them anyway. So we're gonna have floorboards on it, underfloor heating mats, and either a laminate or even a linoleum floor in there, and the same in the hall. And then at the back there's going to be a shower room. This was originally going to be a bedroom, but I'm going to make this the house bathroom. And let me just get over there. So a house bathroom, but there's going to be a stairwell in that corner that's going to take me up into the loft when it's done, into a loft conversion, which is going to be the third bedroom. So one of my missions this week is to get this timber out, and then I'll get Zlatko's boys to dig this out. Same in this room. This is going to be the master bedroom, as it were. Get all this timber out, keep this for the fire, so get it out ready for them to dig out. And then while I'm away, if I get my levels set up, then Zlatko can get his lads to fill it with rubble and crusher run, as we call it in England, hardcore, up to my levels, and then we'll be ready for concreting. And again, while I'm here, hopefully I'll get a chance to look at different floorings and tiles, but I mean, it doesn't really matter, I can work on my thicknesses later. I'm going to go up here, hopefully I won't bloody fall over, bear with me. Oh Gordon Bennett, what am I doing? Right, this is my attic, and it's a really good space. Now I don't know if you can sort of see it, I don't want to clamber up with my phone. If you get the idea, there's enough headroom. It'll be tight, but there is enough room to make a nice bedroom. I'm going to have to put a Velux 2 in here and there, possibly. Possibly, but that's going to be a bedroom. I'm coming back down. Oh, bear with me. Right. So, where are we at? We are at a point of still taking apart. There's a lot to come out, really. I'm going to be building stoothing walls around and false ceiling. But there's, I'm not messing about fanning around. There's one thing I can't stand is lack of bloody work and dust and crap everywhere. So it's a horrible job, but these ceilings are coming out. Certainly all the daub. Probably leave the wattle in on these ones. It's not doing any harm. We know what wattle and daub is, don't we, folks? Yeah, so it's old style plaster. And the wattle are hazel branches in this instance, thin hazel branches, and then the daub is made out of basically mud, straw, and quite often can muck. So, not an issue, it's coming out. So, and then like I say, I'm just going to plod away nice and steadily. I'm here for a week, I'm not going to hurt myself. If I can make a bit of an impact, great. So I'm going to utilise the rubble that I can. I'm going to have a bit of a fire. Most people will say use that in the thing. Shall I chop it up? I don't know. Can I get my electric on? Don't know. Anyway, I'm waffling now, aren't I? Okay, so let's go through to the barn. So this isn't realistically going to happen until I've got the house all done. So, barn. Bathroom for the barn. I was going to use this with the crazy, do you remember the crazy picture of the poor little traumatised child? Still completely freaks me out, does that picture, but I'd love to get rid of it. Ashley, you might really like it actually. Oh, it's paper, it's very delicate. Do you know, I thought it was painted on tin for some reason. But it's quite scary, isn't it, that? Anyway, ceiling's coming out. Might make it a little bit bigger. There's no problem with doing so because that's just a room. So house bathroom. Looking around here, so that's the house bathroom. Kitchen living area. Leave those barn doors on. I'm sure I've said before, but wall this all up here so that it just looks like a barn from outside. Then we're going to have an oak extension, oak and glass, said before, in a Mondrian style, and extend out here possibly, or even just have it as a courtyard. I've got to be realistic as to what I want, It's John said, and he's right, and I know this already, obviously, you've got a plan, and you've got to plan again and think, how are you going to use the space? So, just for the record, I had a vasectomy in December. Not that anybody would want a kid with me, I don't think, but I definitely don't. So that's never going to happen. So it's basically my spot. Guess when they do come, if they do come. So things like the mezzanine, leave that there, because that'll be a nice little sleepy space. A little pantry here. And in here, no dead bodies, I hope this time, not that there was last time. And this is the bedroom, that's a nice big bedroom for me. Yeah, little pantry, kitchen living area here. What else do I need? I don't need to make work for the sake of it. Okay, so this is in serious need of attention, so I was hoping that I got this done, but due to weather and financial constraints, it hasn't been done yet, so that will get rectified very soon, because it does need rectifying soon. So that's where I'm at. So I'll do a little video at the end to show you what I've done. I need to buy a wheelbarrow. I'll see if I can borrow John's again kindly, if you let me. Although it might be just a case of bob down to the village Smiadvo, the next village along, and buy one this afternoon. I think that's the plan. Yeah, and just crack on. So I'm going to start shifting some stuff about, and then I'll do one at the end, obviously. Okie dokie. So that's where we're at. I'll speak to you soon. Look at the lovely weather. Fantastic. Fantastic. Look at the size of these trees as well, just while we're on. They're big. I hope they're rooted. Well, they are rooted well. Anyway, I'm waffling again, aren't I? Okay, I'll speak to you later. Hello, little house. Here I come.